All right. First of all, I want to welcome everybody to our weekly training. As you all know, this is the weekly training for RBBS Transport LLC. We have this every week, every Thursday, same back channel, same back time, Thursday at 1:15 p.m. And this training is for all of our agents and freight agents and dispatchers who come on with RBBS, because we do provide training, live training, load board training on how to book and how to make money. So that's what we do every week. All right. Today, we're going to be going over quite a bit of stuff. Now, I know some of you have got some loads out. I think Courtney, Miss Marcus, one of our new people, Miss Angela Marcus, she has been on fire. And those of y'all who don't know, Miss Marcus has come on and she has been on fire. She's got some loads that she's putting out, and she has several, and I do mean several carriers that she have brought on this week and to sign on with us and become authorized carriers for our loads, and she brought on quite a few dispatch carriers too as well. So she is on fire. So whatever she's doing, I hope it kind of rubs off on everybody else. Okay, but yeah, she's come on board. She's only been with us now for about maybe 2 weeks. Miss Marcus, are you here? She may not be on here today because she's got so much going on, which I wouldn't blame her. But anyway, she is on fire, and she is sending stuff to us left and right. Mr. Davis also has been sending some stuff in. Mr. Tony Davis, I want to give a shout out to him. He's been doing some stuff lately, getting some carriers over. He's got some loads, I think a couple of loads that he's got out that he is running. Courtney, as always, leading the board with the loads that he's got. He's got 2, 3, maybe 4 loads that he's running this week so far. So he is starting to light the board back up. So if I missed anyone, I apologize, but I just wanted to give that shout out to those of you who are lighting up the boards and who are out there doing what you need to be doing and making this happen the way it's supposed to happen. So this is how it works. All right. Today we're going to go over some procedural stuff. We're going to go over some load board training again and things of that nature to make sure everyone is on track. We're also going to go over how do you submit your referrals for those individuals who want to come over and become agents with us, and we're going to go over how those referrals pay out, and how you get paid on your referrals. We're also going to go over how do you get paid on your dispatch units when you dispatch carriers out, and how do you get paid on that as well. Okay. All right, we're getting ready to start sharing our screen. Okay. All right, we are now sharing our screen. Now, one of the things that we want to kind of go over here real quick. We've been getting a lot of stuff in from, I know you all are sending a lot of stuff over, but what we need is this. See, here's some stuff that I think we got in here's one in from Erica Leah. Looks like this is Triple Vision Trucking. I think this is from Mrs. Oh yeah, this is one from Miss Angela Marcus. This is another carrier that she sent over from Angela Marcus. And when you all send this stuff over, when you're sending over your dispatch agreements and your carrier packets, this is pretty much how we want it to kind of look. If you recommend it, call to complete. Okay, Blase, Triple Vision Trucking. This is this is a onboarding packet that one of the carriers have brought in. How you doing, Mr. Gordon? Glad you joined us. And this is from Angela. But when you send this over, make sure when you have them to forward it over, kind of make mention to your carriers. If you're having carriers to send in their carrier agreements, express to them the importance. Make sure you express to them the importance of them including your name in the email. so that we would know when it comes over to us, because right now we have this, but then our interns are going to have to go back and find out who actually sent this, because they sent this over, but unless they mention it in the actual body of the packet, we're not going to know exactly who sent this deal over unless that person contacts us. Now, I know that this is from Ms. Marcus, because she called me earlier and we just spoke earlier. She told me she was sending this over. But a lot of times when you send this stuff over, I'm not the one that's looking at it. And we don't have the same interns all the time, because we're right here in a college town, Florida State, FAMU, and TCC. And sometimes they'll send over different interns. We don't get the same interns all the time. So keep in mind, when you all send this stuff over, you know, think of it as if you were looking at it for the first time, okay? If you just have them to send this, the interns won't really know who to match this up with. So make sure you express to them, your carriers who you're talking to, make sure you express to them the importance, well, you need to know the importance of expressing to them that they need to include your information or your name in these packets. When they send the email over, just make mention that my agent is such and such and such. That's all we need. My agent is such and such and such. My agent is such and such and such. That's all we really need. So if they would just include your name in on it, then the interns would know who this matches up with. So when they put it in the system, they'll know who sub-carrier group to put it under. Because if it doesn't, and we don't get something in from you all, then they've got to go back and they got to try and play matchmaker, which means they got to figure out, okay, who does this go with? And that can get very hectic, and sometimes stuff will slip through the cracks. And we don't need stuff slipping through the cracks, because if people start booking loads, we want to make sure everyone gets paid for the work that they've done. So this is the reason why you need to make sure that you match up your names with the carriers who are sending stuff over. The same is true when you send over stuff for your loads that you're dispatching. Here's another one from Ms. Marcus. Here's someone just sending a W-9. For one of her carriers. Here's another one for Ms. Marcus. Now this one is pretty much the way it should be, because she sent over from her email, so we know that it's her. Okay, she has the carrier's name, their MC number, and their email address. Okay, which is what we need. And so we need to have this in the body of it, so we need to know where it's coming from, who it's going to be attached to. I need to know the carrier's name, their MC or their DOT number, okay? And we need to have their email address. If you just came on, please mute your mics. I want everyone to have their mics mute so we can keep the airway clear, so we won't have the background noise on the recorded back.
Hey, Calvin.
Yeah, who is this?
This is Philip. I had to call you back, but I put you on my earbuds because I can barely hear you through my headset.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be able to. Hold on. I may be able to mute my mic, but I doubt it.
Well, hold on. I can take care of that for you. There's no problem. I can do that. All right, there we go. Now, if you need to ask a question, just unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay. All right. Back to where we were. When you're sending stuff in, make sure that you send in your information, your contact information, the carrier's contact information, and if it's a dispatch load, I also need the broker's contact information. So if you're sending in a load that's going to be dispatched, let's see if we can find one that someone sent in that's going to be dispatched. Here's one from Courtney. Okay, load that Courtney sent over. You notice here how he has it in. And this is what we need. We need not only your information and the carrier's information, but we need the broker's information as well. That way, especially on your dispatch loads, this is especially true and very important on your dispatch loads. When you are dispatching a load and you send over the information, anytime you send over something on a dispatch load, include your name, okay? I don't necessarily need your contact information because I know who you all are and we know who you all are, but include your name so we know who it came from. If you're not sending it from your email or if it's something that they're sending in, make sure you contact us and let us know. But if you're sending stuff over on your dispatch stuff, include who it's coming from, your name, include the carriers and put on there carriers info, okay? So that the interns will know this is the carrier who was running this load, and put in, you know, like he has here, their address, their phone number, their fax number. But what we really need is the carrier name, okay, the carrier's number, the carrier's email address, okay, and the DOT number, okay? If you send it over, that's fine. We also need the same for the broker. We need to know who is going to be paying on that load. Who do we need to bill to? Who do we need to send all this confirmation stuff to? So make sure you put also in the email, and you put broker's information. Put broker's information or shipper's information. If it's a shipper, put shipper's information. If it's a broker, put broker's information. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a broker if it's being dispatched, because you more than likely you got it off a load board, and 90% of the stuff that's on the load board is put there by brokers. So include the broker's information. The broker, and put up their broker info. Broker's name, email address, contact number, okay? Make sure all that is in your emails when you're sending the stuff over, because we want to make sure that everyone gets paid on the loads that they run. We don't want there to be any confusion. We don't want anyone not to get paid. We want everybody to get paid. We want everybody to get paid in a timely fashion. And this is how we're able to do it. If you send over when you're sending over your bookings, everything is complete, and you have all the information, all the pertinent information that we need to match that load up where it needs to go, so when we send those confirmations over, as soon as they come in, or those BOLs as soon as they come in, when you send over a BOL, the same thing. Send over the carrier's info, the broker's info, and your name. Because then we know that when that BOL comes in, we know exactly where that BOL needs to go to. Because if you've got the broker's info on there, all we got to do is, okay, copy, paste it, and we send it right over to the broker. Okay, so anything that comes in on your dispatch stuff, anytime you send stuff, especially stuff that you're trying to get paid on, especially the things you're trying to get paid on, make sure you send over all the pertinent information. All the pertinent information. That's all you got to remember. If you want to get paid on time, send over all the pertinent information. Because the more information you send over, the more recognizable it is for our interns. They can look at it, have it, do what they need to do without them having to contact me and say, hey, who is such and such and such, or what deal does this to go with, or what deal does that go with? Because I'm going to tell y'all, on my end, it's crazy. Because yes, we do have interns, but they're basically working from their different locations, okay, and they'll log in so they can get their credits for their school stuff and get their hours and stuff. But if they're different interns, they don't know who you people are all the time. You all might hear from them every now and then, because we have some of them that look over our Facebook stuff, and they're responding back to some stuff, and they may, you know, tell you who they are or whatever, this and that. But a lot of times when you all are talking to people on Facebook and you think it's me, it's not me. Trust me. Okay. Now, if it's late at night, it's probably me. Now, I'm gonna give you that. If it's after 5, 6, 7 o'clock, it's probably me. If it's during the day most of the time, unless I come on and actually call you all, the people you're conversing with, sending stuff back and forth, or they're relaying information to you, it's not me. It's probably one of the interns, because they've logged in, because they have access to my social media accounts, so they can kind of keep up on stuff with you all, and they actually post a lot of stuff on social media. They do a lot of the branding. So when you're responding to stuff like, especially like on some of the posts and stuff, on some of the posts that you're responding to, and if you're getting replies on it, 60% of the time, it's probably not me. Okay, it's probably going to be one of the interns. Okay, I just want y'all to be aware of that. So be aware that when you're asking them questions, they may not have all the answers because they don't know all the answers. Okay, so but in order to make their job much easier, in order to make so that they can get things prepared, so that you can get paid quicker, on time, everything runs the way it's supposed to run, include as much information on all of the deals as you can when you're sending stuff in. Just remember, the more information you include, the smoother it's going to go, the quicker you're going to get paid. All right. Any questions on that? Anybody have any questions on when you're sending in information or whatever it is, whether it's on carriers signing up, shippers signing up, or booking the dispatch loads. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, all right. Jason says that he has not received the info on the websites where these info will go. Where this info is, will you be sending these out? Yes, we will get it out to you, Jason. I promise you we'll get it out. Now, when you say info, what do you mean by, which websites are you talking about specifically, Jason? You can unmute yourself and talk to me. Matter of fact, let me do this.
Well, excuse me, my specific question was, I know you said something about we'll have access to the load boards as well as the trucks that are available in those areas. Is that correct?
Yes. I am going to make it a point to make sure everyone has access to the load boards today. If you have not been with us on Facebook.
I did join you on Facebook, yes.
Okay, so shoot me a message on Facebook. I can add you to our group. I'll add you to our group chat, because I don't know if we added you to our group chat. Because we relay a lot of information through our group chat. So on our group chat page, on our group chat, we have the load boards with the passwords and the usernames on there. Okay?
Okay.
And if you want access to the higher paying load boards, we can get you access to those at a lower price than you would normally have to pay if you were doing it separately. Get with Courtney and Marcus Rose on that, and there you can contact them right through the group chat as well. But get with them on that, because I think with that we can get you access to like the internet truck stop for like $75 per month. When normally I think it's like $169 or $199 or something like that. But we can get you access to that, and we're gonna go over those loads boards.
Okay. And also the websites for all the RBBS information.
Yeah.
So when we got to send, if we want to send a carrier a packet and all that information that they need.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you right now, everything, and I do mean everything that you send over goes to. Anybody want to chime in and tell them on where that goes? Anybody? All right, but okay, I'm going to tell you, everything goes to dispatch at RBBStransport.com.
Okay.
No matter what it is, it goes to dispatch at RBBStransport.com. Matter of fact, I'm going to type it in for you right now. Everything goes to dispatch.
But I know you showed us on, what was it, Monday, the actual place to go to get it. Will you send us the links to that and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
You just go right to our website, which is RBBStransport.com.
Okay,
and
perfect.
And go to that, and it's on the About Us page. But I'm also going to shoot you all the because all of that is on our resource app. I'm going to shoot that app back out to everyone so that everyone has. I'm going to put it on our Facebook group page, and I'm going to send it out in an email blast to everyone today as well.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm just putting this on the board, dispatch at RBBStransport.com. All right, that is the, and everyone should have just gotten that. I think I sent it out to everyone. That is the email address where everything goes. Everything goes to dispatch at RBBStransport.com. Makes it real simple. So anytime you tell someone to send something in, that's what they send it into. Okay? All right. Okay. But no one else has any more questions about including all the information in when you're sending stuff so that we can get you paid. Now, how do you get paid? Okay. On broker loads, on our loads from Tampa International. These are the loads that we get from Tampa International. On those are paid through TBS. Okay, if you are brokering a load, from Tampa International, let me make sure we show you all what we are talking about, so you all know what we are talking about. These are the brokered loads. You find your broker loads. All right. These are your broker loads. All the loads that you see on the load board that we have, those are all our contractor loads. These are our contractor loads. We get these every day. Okay, we get them somewhere every day, and they look like this. They come over, you get the RBBS transport. They're in the Excel file. They're all flatbed unless they say so out here on the side. By the way, can everyone see my screen? All right, great. All right, but they're all out here on the side. So we get these every single day, okay? They're all out here on the side, and it'll tell you if it's a, if it's going to be anything other than a lumber or anything else, okay? Like here we have steel rebar. It tells you that this is steel rebar. It requires a TWIC card. These are our contracted loads. These loads are paid through TBS. They are not paid by us. They are paid through TBS, our factoring company. With these loads, as long as you have your BOL in, the BOLs, if you have the BOLs in by Friday at 3 o'clock, if your BOLs are all sent in by Friday at 3 o'clock, TBS pays the following Friday on all BOLs that are in by Friday at 3 o'clock the week before. Okay, does everybody understand that? So if you do a broker load, not a dispatch load, if you do a broker load, TBS will send those payments out the following Friday after the BOLs have been sent in. So all BOLs that are in by Friday 3 o'clock, TOS pays on those the following Friday. Now, when you do your first broker load, TBS will send you out a request for payment form. Okay, that is when you put in how you want to be paid: direct deposit, EFS, com data, or check in the mail. Okay, you just fill it out, send it back in, and that will be how you will be paid from then on out on all broker loads. Now, on loads that are not broker, on everything else, and by the way, broker loads is the only time. It's the only time you will be sending out our information as far as our insurance, our bond, and all of this legal stuff that we have. That's the only time you send stuff back to a carrier or someone who would book one of our broker loads, okay? If you are dispatching, if you go and grab a load off the load board, if it's not one of these loads, and someone says, well, what's your MC number? You never give out our MC number for a dispatch load. Because why? Because our authority is not taking responsibility for that load. Remember, there's a difference between broker loads and dispatch loads. That question came up earlier this week, okay? And sometimes when you're pulling stuff off the load board, a lot of these brokers will ask you, well, what's your MC number and what's your DOT number? They're not asking for our MC number or DOT number. I don't care if they say, well, we need yours too. Tell them no way, no how. Because, look, they're not going to have us be responsible for the load because we're dispatching. We are dispatching, which means what? The carrier is assuming responsibility for that load. On these loads that you see here, these broker loads, we are assuming responsibility for those loads. That's what it means to broker a load, okay? When we assume responsibility for the load, that's what it means to broker a load. This means that those are loads that we have under contract that Tampa International already has all of our information. They ran all their checks on us and everything. That's why they gave us this contract, because we are assuming responsibility. Our insurance covers these loads. Our authority covers these loads. Our bond covers these loads. When you are dispatching, if you are grabbing loads from the load boards, like, let's go ahead and put some of this out so I can show it to you. If you are grabbing loads from the load board, like for say, if you are grabbing loads, now these loads here that are on 1, 2, 3, the loads that we have on the load board, these are the same loads that I just showed y'all. These are our brokered loads, okay? But if you go and you just search for loads, if you're just searching for loads, if you're dispatching loads, all right? If you're dispatching loads and you're searching for loads, any loads that you find that you just search for, take for instance, like these right here. All these loads here you see, like if you just went on the load board and you just started searching for loads, and you find a load for a carrier, and you contact that broker, let's just pull one up. There we go. Hello. Okay, there we go. And you pull one up. You contact that broker. All right, we got a load here, and here's the contact person, Michael Amorphous. So you contact Mike, and you tell Mike, hey, I got a carrier who wants this load, and Mike says to you, okay, well, what's you all's MC number? Don't give Mike our MC number. You give Mike the what? The truck driver's MC number. That's the MC number that you give Mike, the carrier's MC number, or the carrier's DOT number. If Mike says, well, I need your insurance paperwork, he's not looking for our insurance paperwork, he's looking for the carrier's insurance paperwork. Why? Because that carrier is taking responsibility for that load. All we're doing is we're just dispatching, because we are now working for the carrier. When we are brokering, the carrier is working for us. Okay? So never, ever, 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 ever send out our information to brokers who are asking for insurance or anything of that nature when we are dispatching. Because if you do give them that, right, and they put that load under us, what is that considered? That is being what? Double brokering. And that is illegal. Okay? So make sure you all understand the difference between your dispatch loads and your brokered loads. Now, right now, the only brokered loads, and it's real simple. If it didn't come from Tampa International, it's not a brokered load. Let's make that real clear. So far, if it didn't come, now there are other loads that we're going to be bringing on here real soon. There are going to be brokered loads, but right now, if it did not come from Tampa International, it is not a brokered load. Okay? If it came from anything other than Tampa International, it is a dispatch load. So, if a broker asks you, even if a broker says, well, I need, what you call it? No, that's a setup. I'll tell you right now, that's a setup. Don't fall for it. Don't give them our information. You let them know that we are dispatching for this carrier, and this is the carrier who is taking responsibility for this load. Plain and simple. Okay? Any questions on that? Anybody? Any questions on that? All right, so we're clear on that. All right, great. Let's move on. All right, how do you get paid on your dispatch loads? That was the question we was getting ready to go over. How do you get paid on your dispatch loads? And this is how we get paid on dispatch loads. We get paid on dispatch loads. We will pay you through what's called Cash Me. Okay? This is our Cash Me app, and we do a lot of stuff with Square. Okay? This is how you get paid on dispatch loads. We pay you out through what's called Cash Me. We will sign you notes. I'm going to show you how that works. All right. When we send out, we will send out what's called an invoice. Pull up Square. All right. This is our financial processing software. Everything we do it right through Square. If it's not dealing with anything, any of our payouts and things like that, if it's not one of our broker loads, it all runs through Square. And Courtney can tell you exactly how this works. It works. I mean, it works so smooth and it works so quick and it's so efficient till it just baffles me sometimes. All right, because here's what we'll do: we will create invoices. When a load comes in, we will create an invoice. Okay, like this invoice here. Here's one that was paid. This is an invoice that we create. Okay. And we send out this invoice, okay? We send out this invoice at the time when you actually book a dispatch load. So if you got a load that you're dispatching and you get that, you send over to have the confirmation, the rate confirmation is sent over to us by the broker. When we get that rate confirmation, then we forward that rate confirmation over to the carrier for them to sign. We also forward them this invoice because we know, okay, we already know how much the load is going to be for. We know what it's paying. We know that our cut is 10%. So we know what our fee is. So we go ahead and send them the invoice. all right, along with the rate confirmation. So now they have the rate confirmation and they have the invoice. They know that when they get ready to pay us, all they got to do is what? Click on the invoice. Like here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. That's what the invoice links looks like. All they've got to do, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's in the system. Let's do this one right here, okay? I'll show you what it looks like, what the invoice looks like when he gets it. When he gets the invoice, this is what it looks like. Bam. Now, this one is showing paid because he's already paid it. Okay, this was one of Courtney's deals. He's already paid the invoice, all right? But this is what the invoice looks like when he gets it. It has an outline of all the loads that he is running. Now, this is for the whole week. This is for a whole week's worth of loads that he ran. But we'll send him the invoice on just one load, okay, each time he runs it. We'll send him the invoice. Like this one load right here was paying us $230. So we shoot him the invoice. And it says that our records indicate that you have completed 4 loads that were provided to you via RBBS transport agent Courtney A. Phoenix. And this is how the invoices will go over, okay? When they get paid, we know when they get paid because we're in contact with the broker who we dispatch the load from. So we get the information from the broker that the load has been paid on. So we know when the load gets paid. So then we, in turn, shoot them a pay the invoice. We shoot them an invoice due. We shoot them a invoice due form, which means this invoice is now due because it's due upon what? Payment. All right, so we shoot them the invoice. And if they ran 2 or 3 loads that week, we will include all of the invoices into that one invoice and the entire amount that is owed. We'll send that over to them. They click on it and pay it with a debit or credit card. Real easy. They click on it. They can pay with a debit or credit card. The money goes right into our Square account, and it's held in our Square account. And then from our Square account, we then send you your half of it. Like here, Courtney, right? We then send you your half. As you can see here, we'll send out your half of that fee. If it's $845, your cut would be $422.50. If it's $200, your cut would be $100. If it's $300, your cut would be $150. Whatever it is, you getting your 50%, and we'll send it directly to you. You're going to receive that in the form of a text and an email. It's going to be sent right to your cell phone in the form of a text or an email. All you have to do is click on it and deposit the funds into whatever account you want to deposit them into. Either your bank account, debit, credit card. It's a real simple process. Courtney, you want to chime in here real quick and let them know how simple that process is?
Yes, it's almost too easy.
I mean,
it's simple.
Yeah, it's so simple till it's just, I mean, it's child's play, really. I mean, you get the text, you click on it, it tells you you've got cash, and if you don't have a Cash Me app, you can download the app. You know, takes what? Good 30 seconds, right, Courtney? You click it, you download it, you put in what bank you want the money going into, and you deposit it. Bam, it's right there. It's just that quick. This is how we pay on our dispatch units. Now, the old way, where everybody else does it, that's on them. Because everybody else does it where they got to wait till the carrier gets paid, then the carrier sends them a check. And then they, in turn, once the company gets the check, then the company has to send you a check on how they want to pay you. But with the way we do it, we try to do everything seamless, timeless, make it real efficient, happens just like, just like clockwork, okay? And this cuts down on confusion. It cuts down on people not being paid. It cuts down on having to wait for your money. So, and this is why we do it this way, all right? Any questions on that? Okay, everybody's good on how you get paid on your dispatch stuff. This is the reason why we ask you to make sure that you send everything, all the information over on your dispatch load. Because if we don't have all the information, we can't make this happen the way it needs to happen. Okay, and this is why we ask that you make sure that you send over the carrier's information, who is actually running the load, the broker's information, who is actually supplying the load, and your information. Because when our interns get it, they can look at this stuff, they can put everything where it needs to go, so when it's time to get paid, guess what? You get paid like that. Okay? All right. So no more questions on that. All right? That's how we pay on the invoices there. And trust me, if you keep your carriers running, you'll be looking at checks like that every week. Okay?
Calvin, what was the name of that app again?
It's called a Cash Me app.
Okay.
It's called a Cash Me app. But yeah, it's called Cash Me. It's really Square Cash, because we have two apps. We have the Square Cash business account, which is what we have here, where we can process all our payments, all our invoices. We can, take credit card payments. We can pay people out, whole 9 yards. So we have our Square Cash account, as you can see here, where we can kind of pay everybody, keep track of everything. I mean, it's a great way to run your business. I mean, it really is. I mean, it is a great, seamless way to run your business. It's not expensive. It doesn't charge us a whole lot of money, like 1% per transaction or something like that. So it's not so it really doesn't cost us a whole bunch of money. Okay. All right. But that is how we pay everyone. That's how we pay everyone, and that's how you get paid. Now, any questions on how you get paid from your dispatch and your broker loads? Broker loads, you're paid by TBS. Dispatch loads, you're paid through the Cash Me app. Right now, most of your money is probably going to be coming through the Cash Me, because most of your load, most of the stuff you're doing is going to be dispatched. Because why? Because it's so easy. I mean, come on. Dispatching is dispatching is so easy, and all you got to do is just keep them running. I mean, you find someone to load, they like it, okay? You contact the broker, say, hey, they want this load. You have the broker to send over the confirmation sheet. You send that confirmation sheet over to us, or have it sent over to us at where? RBBS at dispatch@rbbstransport.com. It comes over to where again? Dispatch@rbbstransport.com. It comes over to us. You send it over along with what? The broker's information, the carrier's information, and your information. We then contact the carrier, say, hey, we got your confirmation sheet. We'll send it over to you. We need you to review it, sign it, send it back. They review it, sign it, send it back. And then we, in turn, make sure that the broker gets that, and then the ball starts rolling. And all you've got to do from that point on is do what? Is to keep that driver moving. Keep that driver moving, because then they just became your client. This is what's called building your business. It really is just that simple. Regardless of what all these other firms are telling you about lane rates and how to price lanes and all this other stuff. Look, I understand that's all stuff that you're going to need to know eventually at some point in time when you're running your own full-blown brokerage firm. But right now, you all want to know how to do what? Make money, right? That's what you want to know how to do. That's why you're here, because you need to make money now. All that other stuff, you're going to learn as you go along, because that's how you learn it. But right now, you need to learn how to what? Make money. You need to learn how to put money in your pocket so you can pay your bills. That's what it boils down to. And this is how you make money. And making money in this business really is just that simple. It's as simple as getting a client and keeping that client moving. Because we have the mechanism in place for you to make that happen, and all you've got to do is just keep them moving, keep finding them loads, and keep them moving from one location to another. If you do that, trust me, that truck driver is going to be as happy as pie with you, because all he's got to do is get a phone call from you or get an email from you saying, hey, here's your next load, here's where it's going, here's what it's paying, make it happen. It really is just that simple. Okay? Now, let's get into some load board training. I think we've covered all the questions that we needed to cover on. I think those were the hot topics that people had asked me about earlier this week. How do we get paid on the Cash Me app? How do we send in the stuff to book the dispatch loads? What information is needed? Referrals. Thank you. All right, here we go. How do you send in your referrals? All right, let's go to the referrals and show you how you send in those. All right, let's pull up this referral form. resource tools kit. Here we go. Let's pull up this referral combination framework. Nope, I'm in the wrong kit. My bad. Let's pull up your referral form. Give me a second here. I gotta find it. Here we go. Let's pull up your referral form. Referral Fee Program. All right. This is the Referral Fee Program. All right. With the referrals. All right. Here are the basic ones that we have. If someone comes over, now our referrals can go up to $1,000. So we have a lot of different programs that we offer people who at different levels want to come in as a freight agent or a freight broker or an actual brokerage firm. But this is how we pay our referrals. Okay. In doing your referrals, when you've got someone who is interested in becoming a freight agent, freight broker, or dispatcher, or whatever the case may be, our basic course is $499.95. That is the full price of our basic course. That $499.95 is for individuals who want to just take the course and then move on. They don't want to network with us. They don't want to partner with us. They just want to take our course and get their certificate and move on and have someone to contact us, and we'll send them the transcripts, okay? That's for those people that just want to do that and don't want to be associated with us per se as an agent or an independent freight agent, okay? That's $499.95. If you send someone over and they get that course, you will be paid $100, okay? Now, if they want to network with us, there's an option on our thing that drops that down to $299.95, because if they're networking with us, that means they are now booking loads for us, with us, so that means they're making money and we are making money continuously. So we give them a $200 discount. This is what all of you all did. We gave you a $200 new candidate for hire discount because you are networking with us on an ongoing basis. Okay, so we give you a $200 discount on that registration fee. They if they do that and they pay the $299.95, you get a $50 referral fee. If they are experienced and they just take the test, if they are experienced brokers or experienced agents and they feel they can pass the test without going through the study guide, is $149.95. Or if they are a veteran, we just introduced a new veterans program. If they're a veteran, they get it at $149.97. Either one of those, you get $25 referral fee. Now, if someone comes in and they want the upgraded package, which means they want to kind of be their own brokerage firm, but they want their own authority, we can get them their authority and they get the full training and the ongoing training every week, just like you all do. But if they want it with their authority included, that is $1,599.95. Okay? If they do that one, your referral fee is $500. Okay? If they get this upgraded packet and they get their authority and they get the training and they get their certificate, everything, then you get a $500 referral fee, because that is basically $1,600. It's $1,599.95. So you get a $500 referral fee. All right. Our ultimate package, which means if they want to become a brokerage firm just like us, they want to become a full-fledged brokerage firm, they want their $75,000 bond, they want their $1.3 million in their insurance, they want their authority, they want their ongoing training, they want the whole shebang. Okay? That is $9,999. With that, we will pay their first year's bond payment, because we get a big discount on it, because we've done this numerous times with numerous companies, and the bond company that we use, they give us a big discount now. So we will pay their first year bond, completely paid out. Now that's a big savings right there, because you know the bond payment is $75,000. Okay, you have to pay $75,000 every year before you can start booking freight. Most companies require that you put at least 10% down. Some are going to require you put 15 to 20% down. So it could go anywhere from 10 to 30% down on your bond. So that getting that bond paid by itself can be anywhere from $7,500 to $15,000 on just getting your bond. Not to mention your $1.3 million of insurance you got to have to cover the freight that you're grabbing, and that could be anywhere from $300 a month to $600 per month, on top of the $3,500 down payment you got to put down just to secure that insurance. Okay, and then you got your authority, and then you got to pay for all your software and everything else. You got to get your factoring. You got to get in with a factoring company. You got to get in with a company that does your TMS system, all that type of stuff. This $9,999.95, $10,000 basically, includes all of that. That one price includes everything you need to be set up as a freight brokerage firm. If you refer someone over and they get this package, you receive a $1,000 referral fee. Okay, and this is how that works. Hold on a second here. Dario, give me a second. I'm in a conference call with the agents. But this is what that includes. Okay, that includes everything. That is an all-in-one package. And if you refer someone over and they get that package, you receive a $1,000 referral fee. And we do have another package where we have an off-site where we do a job fair. The job fair is 1 week long. It's held either in Miami. Matter of fact, let me show it to you all here. And this is on our here we go. If they're a 10-hour job fair, which is if they're a 10-hour career fair, and this is our career fair, and the tuition is $7,500 for the complete career fair. Some of you just want to pull up on this page. It's $7,500 for the career fair, and it includes, and it's in different areas. Most of the time, it's either in, I don't know why Internet Explorer never wants to pull this stuff up the way it's supposed to. I don't know why I even deal with them half the time. But anyway, not trying to badmouth it, Internet Explorer, but they're just, I don't know, they're lacking sometimes. But anyway, let's go here. C.org, okay? There we go. Career fairs. All right. These are our, this is where we do our career fairs at, and we have, and they're in different locations, different areas. I'm going to pull this up for you. And this is our career fair, and we have them in Tallahassee, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. Okay, so they're held in different areas, different parts of the year. We usually do them about 4 to 5 times per year, and the tuition is $7,500. Now, what does that include? That includes their air travel, that includes their hotel accommodations for the whole week. That includes their meals. 3 meals a day at a restaurant, not sandwiches or anything. It includes their restaurant meal 3 times a day. It includes their local travel paid for through Lyft or Uber, paid for by us while they're there in that city. Okay, so all their expenses are taken care of. It includes a full week of course training and tests each day or each night. Okay, those tests are done, and then it includes a last day of testing, which is the final testing, and then on that Saturday, it includes a round of interview-style placements where we place them with one of 6 brokerage firms. So there are 6 brokerage firms that actually participate in this, and at the end of it, each broker firm has guaranteed to have job placement for all of the graduates. Okay, this is what we put on. Okay, now if they attend this, it is $7,500. If they attend this, you also receive a $1,000 referral fee. If they attend any one of these types of career fairs. We're waiting for our sponsorship from the VA on this, because once we get that sponsorship from the VA will pay that cost for any veteran that needs vocational rehab training. Okay, we're also working with the state of Florida and some other state and federal organizations to approve us for low-income housing, individuals who are part of HUD, who are part of low-income housing, who get welfare checks, who get food stamps, who are on child support, anything of that nature, then they will qualify for it, and the state would pay that fee for them as well. Okay, so that's what we have on that end of it. So those are our referral programs. Okay, those are the referral programs. That is how you can make money by referring individuals over to RBBS Transport to become agents or job placements or anything of that nature. Any questions on that? Okay, no one has any questions on that. Everybody's okay with that? All right, great. Let's move on. All right, finally, let's do some load board training. Okay, all right. These are your 3 load boards we have. Okay, these are the 3 load boards that we have. We have let's start off with the first one we have is 123 load board. This is 123 load board, and we are going to be sending out the log on information to all of these again. I'm going to put it on the group chat page. If you're not on the group chat page, connect with us on Facebook. Look for us on Facebook, RBBS Transport LLC. Send us a message, and we will add you to the group chat page. Okay, but these are load boards. 123 load board is one of our first load boards, and I like the features on 123. I mean, I really do. You can go and search for loads, okay, without putting in a truck or anything. That's what I like about it. You don't have to put in a truck. You can just go search for loads. Most load boards, you got to put in a DOT number or a truck number or something like that in order to search for loads for that truck. 123, you can just randomly go ahead and just search for loads. And that's what I like about it. You click the load search area, you put in what you're looking for, and it pulls them all up. Okay, it's just that simple. You put in what's they can. Let's say Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama, and let's say you're looking for flatbed, reefer, van. You got power only, container, hopper bottoms, tankers, specialized. Now, specialized is where you would look for if you're looking for, like, when people say they want Hotshot Loads. If you're looking for Hotshot Loads, because a lot of you have been asking me about Hotshot Loads. If you're looking for Hotshot Loads, if you're on 123, go to the specialized and click more. They will pull them up. If you're looking for auto carriers, you go to where it says auto. But it has all this stuff in it. And here's what I like about it. You can click that. You can put in your date, when you want to pick up. Put that in. And then you just click search. And it'll just pull up loads. You don't have to put in a truck or anything. And that's what I like about 123. Okay, you can just do it and you can just put it in. Okay, and it'll tell you what loads are there and where they're going and who is placed in there. If you want to look at a load, click on it, pulls it up, tells you that this is a brokerage firm. There's the number to call them at. Call them, ask them questions, about that load. Okay, that's how easy 123 is. Another feature that 123 has, if you want to find a truck on 123 for your loads that you have posted, which we post loads on here every day. We send out our brokered loads to 123 every day. Every morning they get our brokered loads. You can see here they have all 42 of our brokered loads on here today. And if you're looking for loads for our brokered loads, all you got to do is go in there and you click on one of the loads that we have in here, and it will do what? It automatically pulls up the trucks and stuff in that area. Hold on for a second. This is a call that's coming in.
Grasshopper, call for extension 0 to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
RBBS?
Yes, this is Joel at Tallgrass Freight calling. I'm calling because somebody there took a look at my Eau Claire, Wisconsin to Moline, Illinois for today. Wanted to see if you had a truck in the area.
Okay, it was probably one of our freight agents. We're actually in the middle of freight agent training right now. You said you're where now again?
I'm with Tallgrass Freight. The load's coming from Eau Claire, Wisconsin to Moline, Illinois.
Okay, give me a second. Which one of one of you all looked at a load going from, what was that again?
The user says Courtney.
Courtney, are you on? Yeah, Courtney's going to give you a call back. He is actually in. Okay. He's in this training session right now, So give him a few minutes, and he'll be more than happy to reach back out to you. But his extension is.
Okay, I'm at extension 618.
Yeah, and his extension is 713.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. There you go, Courtney. I see you there. Okay, but yeah, Courtney, there was somebody calling you back on a load that you had looked at, and yeah, Courtney said he's on the phone with the carrier right now. But that's a perfect example of how our system works. And as you can see, this system does work. I mean, a perfect example right there. We're right in the middle of load board training. Guy calls up. I asked about a load that Courtney looked at because Courtney went on to one of the load boards. He actually probably went over to this. It was probably on Truck Stop. He probably went on to Truck Stop, looked at one of the loads, and then it tells the broker that tells that Courtney looked at the load, his extension, whole 9 yards. And this is just another way for you to build your business. This is another way for you to build your business and show you how easy this business is when you do it the right way. And there's a reason why Courtney is leading the board with the number of loads booked right now. That's why, because he's doing it the right way. So if you all want some pointers, hit Courtney up because he's doing it the right way. Miss Marcus, she's doing it the right way. She is, I mean, she is on fire. I mean, she came on fire. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. She caught on to this real fast, and she got, people calling up, signing on with us as carriers, the whole 9 yards. So, but if you want to know if you want to talk to someone who's actually doing this and doing it the right way, I mean, hit Courtney up. He'll be happy to share some pointers with you and things like that. I know he would. Okay, but that's the reason why he's leading the board when it's amongst the new people right now, because he's doing it the right way, and he's basically showing everyone how easy this is when you do it the right way. All right. But let's get back to our load board training here. Where we at? 1, 2, 3. All right. Easy to find trucks because our loads are listed here. Okay, you click on one of them, and it pulls up over here to the right and down below all of the carriers who are within a 75-mile radius of what? Our load. If our load is picking up here and it's going up to here, all right, it's showing you all the trucks that are in Greensboro, that are in Albertville, Alabama right now around our load. And guess what? Each one of these trucks, they're empty. Why? Because it's not going to show you a truck that's loaded. It's only going to show you trucks that have made themselves available and marked themselves as empty and wanting a load. So, come on, it doesn't get any easier than this. This is like someone walking up behind you and slap you in the back of the head and say, hey, man, I need a load. That's literally just how ridiculously easy this is, that this makes it. So you can look over here, you see our loads, you click on one of our loads, and when you click on one of our loads, it pulls up the trucks that are within the area of our load. All you got to do is click on one of those trucks, and it tells you who they are, gives you the truck number, and it gives you the DOT number. It gives you what type of truck it is. It gives you the cell phone number, and just call them up. And you basically say, hey, I see this one is in Gordo, Alabama, and you're empty, and you're a flatbed, and we've got a flatbed load that's leaving out of Gordo, Alabama on tomorrow morning. It's going 603 miles, and it's paying X amount of money. Do you want it? And the guy's going to tell you, yeah, I think I want that. Or no, I want that. You say, okay, well, why don't you want it? Well, it's not paying enough. Okay, so you're looking to get a little bit more money. All right, great. Then what do? You go find him a load that's paying a little bit more money. Now, if you've got the upgraded load board, you can do what we call cross booking, right? And this is how we do cross booking. You find a guy on 1, 2, 3, okay, who is sitting near a load that we have in Gordo, Alabama. You told him about that load, but that load is not paying enough for him. And because he's on 1, 2, 3, okay, he's on 1, 2, 3, chances are he doesn't know about these high-paying loads that are over here on truckstop.com, right? So you send him over to truckstop.com, and he's looking at these loads over here, and these loads over here are paying some serious money, right? If he's looking at, let's say, let's look for Gordo, Alabama, over here. Show you what the difference is. All right, that's G-O. Is that G-O-R-D-O or G-O-P-D-O? I'm not sure what is that. Yeah, G-O-R-D-O. Okay. We're going to go over here to Gordo, Alabama. All right. G-O-R-D-O. I think that's what it said. Gordo, Alabama. We're going to find a load leaving out of Gordo, Alabama. And we know he's a flatbed. We know what he is. He is a flatbed. Let's find that flatbed. Okay. And we'll click going anywhere. It doesn't really matter. We'll just do a quick search going anywhere. Now look what we got going out of Gordo, Alabama. Let's click the rate. Find the ones that look, you got rates as high as $5,000. That's good money. Okay? You got rates as high as $5,000, 45,000 pounds. And this is going, how many miles is this thing going? It's going 2,600 miles. Okay? Here's one that's going 2,000 miles, paying $4,700. Here's one that's paying 780 miles, and it's paying $3,650. Now, that's a good load. 780 miles, paying $3,600. That is a great load. That, I guarantee you that's a load that he's not used to seeing where? Over here in 123 load board. Why? Because he's on 123 load board, where the loads are what? $2.50, $3 per mile. So you go over here, you show him a load over here that's paying $5, $6 per mile. What is he going to do? He's going to lay down for you. He goes, oh, yeah, I love that, man. Let's grab that. All right. You say, great. Let me go ahead and shoot this over to you. You shoot over him what? A dispatch agreement. To him to look at that, sign it, send it back over to you. Then you do what? Then you go back over here to this nice paying load that you found over here, and you contact this guy that's got this load over here. Why did I keep doing that? You contact this guy that's got this load over here. Oh, yeah, he's got his phone number here. You call him up, and you ask him about that load. That's all you got to do. Okay? Or you pull it up, and there it is right there. There's all the information about that load, and you just call them up. You say, hey, I've got a guy that's got a load, that's got a truck that wants to grab this load, and he's ready to go right now. And then you just work it from there, because they're going to send you over what? The rate confirmation, the rate sheet, and everything. You're going to send it over to us, have them send it over to where? RBBS, dispatch at rbbstransport.com is where you're going to have them to send it to, along with what? The carrier's information, the broker's information, and your information. And we're going to do what? Take it from there. And we're going to contact that carrier. We're going to say, hey, we got that rate confirmation on that load you booked with Courtney or, Jason or whoever it is, and you ready to run it. And then all you got to do from that point is do what? Keep that guy moving. Keep that truck moving. You know where he's going. You know when he's going to drop it off. So guess what? Now you find him another load that's leaving out of there the next day going somewhere else. And you just keep repeating the process. You keep repeating the process, you keep getting paid. That's how easy it is to make money in this business. Okay, regardless of what everyone else is telling you, regardless of what everyone is telling you about lane quotes and all this other stuff, that's all good and great. But that's not going to help you make money right now. This is how you make money right here, right now. And that's how easy it is. Any questions on that? Anybody? Let's see, we got some messages down here. Hold on, let me check these messages real quick. Courtney's on the phone with the carrier. All right, yeah, okay. All right. Any questions on how to cross post? Any questions on how to cross book? Any questions on how to match loads up with our trucks and match loads on the load board? Because all of the load boards have something similar. They all work pretty much the same way, basically. 123 has it this way, where you match our trucks with our loads. Truckers Path has it this way, where you can match our trucks. When you match trucks with our loads, it shows you the 3 trucks here. You can click on it, and then you pull up the 3 trucks. And it takes this thing running slow over here, but they have a different method of doing it, and it shows you the 3 views and things like that. Same thing down here. If you're picking up the trucks, it shows you the 9 views and what trucks looked at it and things of that nature. So each one has a different way of doing it. You can do the truck search like that if you want to over here.
I have a question.
Sure, go right ahead.
Now, as far as safety rating goes, because I've worked a couple of places before, what type of safety rating do these carriers have to have for us to use them?
You want them to have at least a conditional or satisfactory. Not
so it could be conditional. Okay.
Yeah, it can be conditional. We will work with people who have conditionals, but here's what I want you all to do. When you see something that says conditional, drill the hell out of that carrier.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of give them the little, like how many fathers of daughters do we have on here?
I have 1.
All right, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
When old boy comes to your door and says, "I'm taking your daughter out tonight," what do? Okay, this is the same way I want you to be with these characters that have these conditional safety ratings. Okay?
Right, and that's why I asked.
Yeah, treat that load just like it was your teenage daughter, and old boy coming to the door, pants sagging or whatever, I'm taking your daughter out. That's how I want you to treat them. Because they have that conditional rating for a reason, right?
Right. And I know some of the carriers that we used to use in the past at my old job, some of those conditionals are because they had, something happened 10 or 15 years ago.
Exactly. And some of it is unfair, but we have to be on the side of caution. This is why I kind of put them through the father-daughter type talk thing.
Okay.
Like, hey, you grabbed my load tonight. You better make sure you take care of my load. That type of thing.
Right.
But that's how I want you to be. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any other questions? All right. To be honest with you, I think we've covered just about everything we need to cover for today. The real important thing that I wanted to get over to you all today is, first of all, when you're sending stuff in, make sure you have all the information there so that our interns can match stuff up quickly. And because the more information that they have to put stuff together, the easier it is that your deals are going to flow faster, smoother. So when it comes time for payday, everybody gets paid faster, smooth, and the way it's done. And the way we're set up, there's no reason why we should ever have problems with pay. We should never have the problem that a lot of brokerage firms have, because everything that we have is set up to be done electronically, and it can be done quickly and efficiently. Okay? So in today's technology, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but we got a deal that we're doing with Landstar right now. And I'm going to say their name because I don't plan on really doing any more business with them. I'm just going to be honest with you. They want us to mail in the BOLs. Now, can anybody tell me in this day and age who actually does mail in BOLs anymore?
I worked with a lot of companies that did.
But
unfortunately, and I just told them, you'll get paid a lot faster if you'll fax or email.
But exactly, and that's the reason why they do it, because they don't want to pay that quick. They want to have that option of say, well, it's in the mail.
Yeah.
And we all know what that means.
Yes. I've worked with a lot of people that are like that.
Yeah.
I worked for an agriculture company, and we had a lot of farmers that we worked with, and they were the same way. Oh yeah, it's in the mail. And it's 6 months later than when everything was done. So
exactly. That's just a way for them to legally delay paying. And people could can run their business how they want to run it, but, you know, this is 2017. I mean, really.
Right.
This is big. So, you know, your time is much better spent dealing with companies that can work quickly and efficiently. Okay? Now, if you choose to work with Landstar, if you choose to book loads with Landstar, guess what? You all are going to be responsible for mailing those BOLs in. Because I'm not going to have our interns tying up valuable time mailing in BOLs. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, we could just be emailing or, I mean, fax or something, but mail? but anyway.
Now, I know you said that there was a fee for getting on the higher truckload boards. What's that fee?
We've got it to where we can get on to Internet Truck Stop, and we can get on there, and we can get their, whatever their top, whatever this one right here is, it has all the features. It's all the bells and whistles, and it's normally like $199 per month, if I'm not mistaken. But we've negotiated where we can get it for $75 per month. And you need to contact Courtney or Marcus Rose. They're in charge of that. And when you get onto our chat group, you'll be able to connect with them, and they'll take care of getting that set up for you. We've even got it set up to where if you have, because we know everybody's not, because in this business, some months you're doing great, some months you're not, okay? Or some weeks you're doing great and some weeks you're not. All right? I think they've even got it set up to, because of the way it's done, even if you're lagging and you miss a month, your service won't be interrupted. In other words, they've got enough money in the fund to actually pay it and keep you going until you can get back on track. Okay?
You said it was Courtney and who?
Courtney, and it's Courtney Phoenix and Marcus Rose.
Marcus Rose?
Rose, as in the flower.
Okay.
Okay? And as soon as we get you on board, as soon as we get you added to the group chat, which will be today sometime, you'll be able to connect with them.
Thank you.
For everyone who is not connected with us on Facebook, look us up, RBBS Transport LLC. Send us a message so we can connect you to our group chat on Facebook. All right? All right. Any questions? Anybody? Any questions? All right. For those new people, we are working to get you your toll-free numbers. We are working to get you your email addresses. We will have those to you as soon as we can. We've got several new people who are going to be coming on next week. They haven't done their orientation yet, but look to have about several more people who are going to be added on. We've got people coming on every day. I mean, everyone's starting to hear about us. We're getting a lot of rave reviews online. I mean, there's a lot of stuff being said about RBBS Transport online. None of it is bad. I mean, everything that's online about us has all been positive, and that is a huge feat because not many brokerage firms can make that statement. Okay, we've got about 7 or 8 pages when you Google RBBS Transport, LLC. 7 or 8 pages come up on Google just on what we're doing and what people are saying about us, and none of it is bad. And let's try to keep it that way. And trust me, I know when you're on social media, you get a lot of these guys that want to, everybody wants to take a shot at the, well, I'm not going to brag, but let's just say this. You know you're doing something right when people in your own industry start coming for you. Okay? Let's just put it that way. Because if you're not doing anything right, if you're not doing anything that's being noticed by anyone, nobody gives a hoot. No one even says that, no one even comes for you. But trust me, people only come for you when you're doing things the right way. People only come for you when they see you making noise. And that's what we're doing. People are starting to notice. People see what we're doing. We're getting a lot of carriers who are contacting us about coming on with us because they like what we do. They like how we're doing it. We have a lot of experienced agents who are coming over to us because they like how we do business. And that says a lot. And, the fact that we're set up the way we're set up, you want to make money and come in and do, we're one of the only few firms that hire, that bring in, I wouldn't say hire, that network with brand new people and have continuous weekly training on how to do this business. I don't know of many firms that actually do that. And that's what we do. And we do it to get you up to speed, to get you your own book of business. So when you're ready to move on, when you are ready to move on, that's exactly what we want you to do. We want you to go on, get your own bond, and become your own brokerage firm. If you need us to help with that, let us know. When you're ready, we will sit down with you. We will go over how you want to be set up. And then if we need to pay that bond for you, we will take care of getting that bond paid for you. And then we'll come in as a 25% partner. And that's that. If you don't need any help with that, if you just need our advice, we'll provide that for you. You know, we'll shake your hand and send you on your way and hope you do well. Because that's what it's all about. We are not here for you to make this a permanent thing with us. We are here to help you all build your book of business, you all acclimate to what this business is, and to turn you loose and let you go on and become successful on your own. That's how we're set up. That's our business model. Okay? All right. Appreciate everyone tuning in, as always. It's been great. And like I said, today we are broadcasting from the Flying J here on Highway 90 in Midway, Florida. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in to our weekly training that we do every week for the RBBS network agents and independent agents. And I look to see y'all back here again next week. Same back channel, same back time. Thank y'all again. Y'all have a great day.